It's a big deal when someone signs up for your email list. You've put in a lot of work to attract this person and to build up enough trust with them that they'll invite you into their inbox. But the work isn't done once they've signed up. Now your job is to engage them, to build on the trust and interest you've established with them so they'll become a long-term, enthusiastic member of your audience. All that starts with a welcome email. Well, what's that? A welcome email is an automated email message that is sent out to new subscribers as soon as they sign up for your email list. Some email marketers don't send a single welcome email, they'll send a series of them. These welcome series are sent out over time, usually one per day, and are typically a sequence of 3 emails. Let's take a look at my welcome campaign for my weekly Would You Rather newsletter. Immediately after someone signs up, I send them a welcome message. And in that message, I introduce them to the team behind the newsletter, and I share some of my best previous content. 3 days later, I ask people to share their ideas for Would You Rather content, because I really want people to feel like a part of something, a part of the community. For the next 2 weeks, I send 2 of my best previous editions. And then 2 weeks after that, I ask folks if they would share and recommend the newsletter. By this time, they've been in the mix for a while, getting lots of content from me, and hopefully feeling like a part of the community and that it's something they love. Welcome emails get dramatically more opens and clicks than regular emails. One study found that welcome emails get almost 400% more opens and have more than a 500% higher click-through rate than other promotional emails. These emails typically get such higher engagement because they're sent when someone has the most possible interest in you, right after they've subscribed. Let's step back from welcome emails for a moment and talk about how they fit into the overall experience you've created to welcome your new subscribers. This involves welcome emails, yes, but it also includes the thank you page you show subscribers after they've signed up. Thank you pages are shown right after someone signs up for your list. After someone clicks the submit button, they can be redirected to a page that thanks them for signing up, gives them direction on what they should expect next, promotes upsells and other products, all kinds of things. Some of the smartest email marketers make great use of their thank you pages. They don't just show you a nearly blank page and say thanks for signing up. They don't use a default message from their email service provider. They'll give their new subscribers sometimes a full multimedia experience, oftentimes including a video to welcome new subscribers and introduce themselves. So let's talk about what makes a great welcome email, the first one. Welcome emails do a lot of things, so they often include several different sections. Those sections can include welcoming your new subscribers and thanking them for signing up, explaining what kind of content subscribers can expect from you and how often, delivering an incentive or freebie if you offered one, including your contact information so your subscribers can easily reach you and safe list your emails, and introducing yourself briefly to your audience so they get to know you and your brand better. Marketing mastermind Jay Baer has one of my favorite examples of a welcome message. Let's take a look. There are a few things I love about Jay's welcome message. First off, he uses no buzzwords. It's all Jay in Jay's tone and voice. And that's the reason why so many people sign up for his newsletter, because they want to hear his perspective in his voice. Next up, he tells people how often they can expect content from him, an issue every 2 weeks, and what they're going to get in that issue. Marketing advice, book recommendations, tequila and drink advice, and a life hack, and even more. That sounds like a pretty awesome newsletter that I'm in for. But probably my favorite thing about this is he has one main call to action. He wants to get to know someone. He wants them to reply directly to his welcome message. So he asks for a reply, he bolds it, and he highlights it in yellow. There's no missing that this is important to Jay, and by extension, probably important to you. One last section I think is pretty smart. He lays out how for different email clients, you can make sure that you always see Jay's emails as soon as he sends them to you. If you're still not sure what to include for your welcome email content, Try this strategy that blogger John Corcoran recommends for creating your first welcome email sequence. Take 6 articles that you've written already that are the most valuable content for your audience. Turn them into autoresponders and spread them out over 6 weeks. Now you'll know that anyone added to your list will get 1 email a week from you for 6 weeks, and they can get to know you. If you don't have 6 articles, don't worry. Start with 1 or 2 and then add more later. Your welcome email can always be improved. Put together the best one you can now, track which links people click the most, then go back later and make your welcome email even better. Want to make things even easier? You can use a welcome email template or even a complete welcome sequence automation template to save yourself more time. And the fun doesn't have to stop at the end of your welcome campaign. Thanks to your well-crafted message, your subscribers now know a lot more about you and your content. They might even be ready to purchase a product from you. It's up to you what happens next.